All right, if you have a coaching business and you're trying to get clients fast, you landed on the right video today. I'm gonna walk you through a couple of really simple things that regardless of the size of your coaching business, if they're implemented correctly, you guys will see within 7 days an increase in your sales. So by the way, sick promise, right? You still have to do the work. So if you guys are watching this, watch through to the very end. I'm going to cover a couple of things right now that you guys can literally just start doing right now. And if it doesn't produce a return, by the way, if you don't start seeing new sales happen, comment back on this video. Come back over here and tell me, hey, Jeremy, I did those things. It didn't work. And whatever it is, I'll work through it with you. I'll actually get on a call with you and help fix it with you because there's something you're doing wrong. Number one, direct outreach. How hard is it to pick up a phone and call somebody? If you're selling directly to business owners, by the way, it's very easy because their phone numbers are all listed online. You just call the business. Hey, is John in? Yeah, it's Jeremy. Can you connect me real quick? Yeah, sure. Or, oh no, what are you calling for? I said, well, I wanted to talk to John. I'd reached out to him about your guys' marketing. There's a couple of things that are not, generating sales for you guys. It's costing you money. So I'll wait while you put me on hold and transfer me over. Thank you. Assume the sale. Assume the sale when you call people. Just assume the sale. I'll wait on hold while you transfer me over. Thank you. Okay? So directly outreach, call people. The great thing is 15 years ago, everybody was cold calling. Nowadays, nobody cold calls. They only call people who opt into funnels now. People are lazy. Guess what that means? You're not competing. There's no competition when you cold call businesses. But let's say you're a scaredy cat. DM people. On Instagram, you can DM like 30 new people a day. On Facebook, it's the same. On LinkedIn, it's about the same. Between those 3 channels alone and only one profile, hint, hint, have more than one profile, that's 60 new outreaches. Now, the way to do this, and I'm gonna save some of you guys a ton of work, a ton of headaches, and a lot of disappointment with this. The secret to good DMs is you have to trigger people that they feel like they must respond. And it has to be something that is related. Like you can't just send them, I don't know, a picture of a girl with a big butt or something, right? Like that's not gonna get you any sales. You gotta do something that's gonna really result in sales. So let me just tell you guys what doesn't work, because if you don't know what to do, you just invert what doesn't work. What you should not do is what 99% of people do. I get these DMs every day on Instagram. Hey Jeremy, love your channel. I was just reaching out because I do video editing and I'd love to do some free work for you, blah, 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 blah. I look at the guy's profile, he's got 200 followers and 1 video. How do I know he's a good video editor? He doesn't have any videos to show me, okay? So that is what every single person trying to sell a product sounds like though. Hey, love what you're doing. I have this cool thing I want to give you. Is it okay if I send it over? Why didn't you just send it in the first place, dude? Why are you wasting my time with this nonsense back and forth? This is a waste of my time. Especially with business owners, by the way, you guys, just give them whatever it is. Don't ask them if they want it. If it's good, of course they want it. You don't have to ask. It's stupid, okay? So send them a message that immediately triggers them that they want to respond back. When I message people from my marketing agency, I say, hey, it looks like you guys are losing about 20 grand a month. Can you talk today about how to just fix that so you guys can start collecting that 20 grand you'd otherwise be making? I'm pointing out a problem. Now, on average, in the industry I'm selling to, I know that to be the case because I've worked with enough of those businesses to know most of them have anywhere from 20 grand to 50 grand a month they're not making because they don't have the right marketing processes in place. They don't have the right advertising in place. If they have the right advertising, their funnels are broken, their automations on the back end are broken, they don't have compliance, there's something else going on. It takes me 3 or 4 minutes. I just look through a couple things. I'm like, I already know they're losing 20 to 50 grand a month right now. So trigger them with something bad or something amazing. Hey John, this is gonna sound crazy, but I can help you lose 500 pounds. I know it's nuts, but look at this guy. And then you show them 500-pound guy, not 500-pound guy. And you say, I'd love to hop on a call. Can you talk at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today? They might respond no. You say, okay, what works better for you? So You need to trigger people when it comes to DMs. That's the only way it works. You have to trigger them. It has to be outrageous, or it has to be like, damn, I am bleeding to death from my business not collecting this money right now. Like, I didn't even know. Now, there's one important thing. Don't just say stuff to say stuff. I can demonstrate when I get on a call with somebody exactly where they're losing $20,000 to $50,000 a month and make it clear as day to them, just as clear as it is to me, why that's happening. So make sure whatever it is you're triggering them with is real. Don't just make it up, because you look really stupid when you get on the actual sales call and you'll never close that deal, and they'll probably hate you forever because you're a liar. So be clear, okay? Be real. DMs, awesome. I find, by the way, just picking up the phone is so easy. By the way, a lot of gatekeepers nowadays are terrible at gatekeeping. Like, secretaries are not good at keeping you from talking to people because they don't get called often enough anymore to be good at it. They don't have any reps in, you know? So you make 100 calls, you're gonna get through to decision makers. And especially if you start locally, it's real easy to sell people in person. Just go be real in person. Diagnose what's wrong with the business, give them their prescription, tell them the price, ask them for the sale. Diagnose the problem, give them the prescription, just step after step after step. All of this stuff is just processes. It's simple processes. So the first thing is, if you need to get sales fast, the fastest way is calling, okay? DMs are okay. You're not going to get the same results, especially because if you call somebody, you might get them on the phone right then. Some people don't check their Instagram for an entire week. Some people don't check any of their social media at all. So calling is the surest way to get money the quickest. Now, the second thing here is, this is going to sound a little bit off, but it is so crazy how effective this is. I was actually not even sure if I wanted to put this in a YouTube video or put it in like a paid course. The second way to get clients fast is to do a partnership on an offer with somebody who already has a wide audience. So this might be, by the way, a friend that you already know. It might be somebody that's literally just a year ahead of you in terms of business. If you guys go, I filmed another video where I talked about how to promote your coaching business. I'll put the link below in the description so you guys can see that. I talked about how to do this to basically build a business that's doing around 12 million in gross revenue in 1 year. Every week, do a webinar with somebody else that has an audience of between 8,000 and 20,000 people. If you average over the course of a year, 4 million people, which breaks down to roughly, I think it's 800 per webinar, which is totally doable with somebody who has an audience of around 10 to 20,000 people, you could build a business doing $12 million gross. Now, if you partner with somebody, you're typically going to have to split that 50-50, right? But who cares? $6 million in 12 months is not a bad deal for one webinar a week. So the fastest way is calling. Second fastest is DMs. The third fastest, but it can still be incredibly fast, is to partner with somebody on a webinar, combine your offers. And I went really in depth, by the way. So for those of you that are actually interested in like understanding how to set that up as like your kind of launchpad business model, just check the description below. The video is called How to Promote Your Coaching Business. And I break down literally exactly the math, like 50 weeks, one webinar per week, one partner per week, 50-50 rev share on the sales, and then what that equals out to over the course of a year. It's actually pretty insane. So make sure when you're looking like, how do I got to pay rent this month. I got to get something handled this month. Go to the phone first. After hours, what I would do after hours, can't call people anymore. I'd be DMing people that I could partner with. If you do sales, somebody else does marketing, partner together, combine the offers, sell it for 30 to 60% more than you otherwise would. You guys both make money, you're both happy, and it's awesome. If you really like them, you could do a bunch of them. And the second and final part of this that I want to cover with you guys is this is all tied back to you, okay? I know myself, I'll watch YouTube videos just like you guys do, and I see something good, and I'm like, oh, that's great, I can implement that tomorrow. Guess what happens tomorrow? I completely don't remember what I watched at all. I don't. And I'm a pretty smart guy and I have a great memory. So make sure that anything you guys took from this video, number one, comment it below. By the way, typing out or writing out things that you want to remember has a significantly higher stickiness to your memory than just hearing it from me or even seeing it if I was drawing this on a whiteboard. So actually just comment down below in the comments, comment one thing that you picked up from this that you're going to implement. And then the second part of that is actually start doing it now. Even if it's late, say, oh, I can't cold call anybody right now. You know what I'll do though? I'm going to DM some people I'd like to do a webinar with. I like this one guy. He talks about, operations and I talk about HR. We could do something together where it's like hiring and operational efficiency. We'll combine our offers. We'll both make more money. The reason why that stuff works, by the way, is because there's a lot of people that are further ahead than you that are still nowhere near where they really want to go. Like they might want to get to millions of followers and changing hundreds of thousands of people's lives. But right now they might only be around 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. And in their mind, they're still not that good. So when you partner with people like that, you can do it every single week. The people that you really enjoy working with, that you guys do a great job together, you can repeat those every couple months. Eventually you could get to the point where you're like, hey man, let's turn this into an in-person event. But if you're trying to get sales fast, just pick up the phone, man. Have ChatGPT help you with the script, or if you're good at sales, write out a script by hand. Set a map together. Okay, I'm going to call these 30 people tomorrow. 30 is not that much, by the way. If you're calling nonstop, 30 is with a couple of conversations, maybe 2 hours. So you got your 2 hours to do that. You can still post for your business. You can still, work with your team. You can still handle fulfillment. There's nothing that's going to actually break as a result of you just cold calling to get some business. And I would start local, just so that if you get somebody on the phone and they're not going to make the decision right now, you can say, hey, I'm actually right up the street from you. You mind if I drop by later this afternoon? We just hash this out in person. I'd love to actually meet you. I think people should know each other before they, go into business together. I'd like to meet you. Can you do 4 p.m. today? Then you just go. I've got a client I'm meeting with here where I live. I talked to him online first. I was like, oh, you're in the same area as me. Your office is right down the street. I'll stop by. So make it easy. But the main key here is you have to take action. And I would say whatever you think you need to make in terms of money, let's say you're like, I got to make money fast this month, 2 to 5x, whatever that is, so that the goal is so exciting, you actually keep pushing through on the days when it feels like nothing's happening. You might make 100 calls and get nothing out of it. If the goal is like, oh, I just got to pay my bills, you might give up. You might give up and say, I'll just go get a job or something. So make the goal exciting enough that even if nothing happens on one day or a couple days go just bad, it's just not a great day, you're not doing well, you're still like, hey man, I'm just trusting the process. I'm getting my reps and sets in. It's not working out now, but tomorrow is a new day. An hour from now is a new hour. I'm just going to keep pushing until it works. So pick up the phone after hours, send the DMs, get the kind of co-offered webinars going, and you guys stick with this stuff for a year. You'll be shocked at how much your business grows just from any one of those things. And the cool thing with cold calls and DMs specifically is you can train people to do it. So once you get to a certain level, you start training people to do it, and now you're actually a business owner running a business instead of an employee in your own business. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments below. I respond to every question you guys post personally. It's not my assistant. She doesn't know what I know, so she can't help you guys. Love you all, and I'll see you on the next video.